Now, let's take a look at not what's just happening in Salesforce, but what's happening in our industry. And this is what gets us really excited at Salesforce: technology, the changes in technology that are happening in our world. And we've been talking about the shift from mainframe to client server to the cloud, but there's something even more exciting happening as we think about what the cloud makes possible. What the cloud makes possible when you connect it with bandwidth like LTE, and all of these devices now that are equipped with sensors and the ability to transmit information, is now a whole new world that we're calling, or what many people call, the Internet of Things. This idea that's not just about a few million laptops or desktops connected to the internet, but 75 billion plus devices that are all now talking to each other. What does this mean for our world when everything is mobile, connected, social, and in the cloud? You know, this has the potential to transform the business model of every company in the world. Now, the obvious example would be if you're a company that makes these types of devices or things. For example, if you have this Gear Fit device, if you're Samsung, you're thinking not just about how do I make this device, but how do I create a network? How do I create a network or a service where my customers can access their data when they want to? If they want to, they can share it with their friends. They can collaborate around it. It makes total sense for a Samsung to think about this new world and how it's going to transform their business model from just making devices to really becoming, in a way, a service provider, in the same way that Salesforce is a service provider. But you know something? This is something that impacts every company. Because think about my gym or my fitness center that I participate in. You know, they don't make devices, but wouldn't they benefit? Can't we all see a world where in 5 years, or even sooner than that, where if I want to, I can share the information that's on this Gear Fit device with my fitness center, so that when I walk in the door, all the machines, all the workout equipment is calibrated to what I've been doing, so it knows, you know, my exercise patterns. You know, if I haven't been exercising much recently, maybe someone at the door greets me and says, "Oh, would you like to speak with a personal trainer? How can we help you? How can we get you back on track?" So this really has the potential to transform the business model of every organization in the world, and it's up to us to think about what this could mean for our business. How could this transform our business model, whether we make devices or not, frankly? Whatever business we're in, we can leverage this information to create a radically different customer experience, a radically different business model. And the key to thinking that through, the key to understanding that, is to take the perspective of not thinking about the things, which is what we all love to get wrapped around, oh, the devices, the technology, the mobility, but thinking about it from the perspective of the people that these devices and this technology touches, the people. It's all about people at the end of the day. And in this specific case, why are we in this room? Is because of our customers. Ladies and gentlemen, when we think beyond the Internet of Things, the Internet of products, of these apps that we're putting on mobile devices, of posts and tweets and Facebook and email, when we think beyond the things and and understand that behind every single one of these things is a customer relationship, then we have the potential, the starting point, the springboard to start to think about radical transformation in our business, like that fitness club example I was just talking about. And ladies and gentlemen, what we're excited about at Salesforce is not the Internet of Things. It's the Internet of Customers. It's this idea that we can connect with our customers in a whole new way, that we can rethink our entire business model from the ground up, leveraging this technology to revolutionize our organizations. And we all know, I think, deep inside, that if we don't do this, if we don't tackle this, you know, if my health club doesn't figure this out and figure out how to leverage the information from this device, then the health club down the street is going to figure it out, and I'm going to go over there. And the first one to do that, the first one to build that relationship with me, that personalized relationship where the service gets better, the machines get smarter, the experience gets better, is going to win my loyalty for life. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a race. It's a race to get to this new world. Because you see, in this new world, everything is different. In the Internet of Customers, I run my life from my phone, or from my watch, or from my tablet, or from my device. 5 billion people by 2017 will have a smartphone or a connected device or a smart watch, or some type of device that they can run their life from it. And it's not just a device, it's that this device is connected to my social network, to my profile, to who I am. It knows who I am on Facebook or Twitter. And if I wanted to, I can connect it to all the other devices in my life to create a highly personalized, relevant experience for me in the cloud. And I control it, I manage it, I decide which companies and organizations I want to be part of this experience for me. It's a level of empowerment that we've never seen before in our world for the consumer. And we have to respect that. We have to respect this customer. And we have to connect to this customer in a whole new way. We have to take every single employee touch point, sales, service, and marketing, and think about how do we bring this into this connected network? How do we bring our partners into this network? How do we bring our apps and products, or the apps and products that are relevant to us even if we don't make them? How do we create vibrant, passionate customer communities where there's transparency and trust? Because that is the currency of this new world. And how do we take these relationships that we've largely built on heroic individual effort, where we rely on a superhuman employee that knows everything about the customer, that does all the work, that does the research, to something that leverages technology in a smarter way to create a holistic, connected experience? Or what if you're a company that doesn't even think of the word customer? What if you're a company that thinks of consumers today? And in your world, a consumer is an anonymous person. Does this world apply to you? Well, I would argue that in this new world, you can't just rely on a bunch of disconnected touch points where, if the consumer buys your product or maybe downloads your app, or if you're a business, walks into your store, or if you're a sports team, walks into your stadium, and just have all these experiences be disconnected. Something, this new world offers so much more potential than that. This new world offers the opportunity to create a journey where from the first point that I meet you, you learn something about me, and you make that next step just a little bit smarter, and you guide me from the mobile app into the store, into the stadium. And when I walk into your stadium, you know that I've been connecting with other fans on your mobile community. You know what products I've bought, you know the tickets I've bought, you know the services I've bought, and you're using that in a way to make my experience better. You're offering me a discount when I get to the concession because I'm loyal to you. And if you can do that, you're going to win my heart, my mind, my trust forever. And this is the opportunity for us in this new world, and it's a race. It's a race. I think that we all feel it. We all know, just like when we first kind of got introduced to the internet, and the people that acted quickly, the Amazons of the world, the Googles, the eBays, they really were able to build tremendous market share, change the game, reinvent business models. It's a race for us to get to this new world, to reach this internet of customers, to transform our business models. And so the question we all have to ask ourselves is, how will you reach the internet of customers?